What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of JCS Fishing Adventures. Today I'm just going to head down to a local lake, try to get some redfin. Who knows, might get a big one. Righto guys, just tying on a little Helco Crazy Deep here. Dives to 8 metres. I know where I am now on this lake is around 10 to 11 metres, depending on the height of the lake right now. So yeah, just going to chuck that out and go for a quick trawl, see if we can't find a patch of reddies and get on them with the plastics. Just making sure my rod tip's vibrating there. That's how you know your lure's working properly. You can see that rod tip there is vibrating quite a lot, which means there's nothing on. But as soon as that rod tip stops vibrating like that, it's best to check your rod and make sure you haven't picked up weed or even a small redfin. A lot of the time guys also don't troll too fast. Just a little, really slow sort of almost half walking pace even to walking pace is really good. Guys, sorry if the footage is a bit glary, it's very glary out here today, but I'm just switched to a little Daiwa bait junkie minnow in 2.5 inch. I think it's chartreuse UV or something with a 1/4 jig head. Bit of a heavy jig head, but this lake is very deep in some places, so I think we'll definitely need it. Guys, first cast with the Daiwa bait junkie, no joke, wasn't recording, just a small fish, but there it goes to show. Always, if you're not getting hits, change lures, because that can be the result difference between catching a fish and not catching a fish. First cast with a bait junkie. Lovely condition little perch. Been hit by a cormorant before, you can see there the scar. But yeah, lovely little perch. We'll get him back in the water. Ooh, good fish. That feels like a slightly, nope, same size. So in this little cove here off the main lake, a bit sheltered from the wind, I think they're probably going to be all the same size fish. I might come across a bigger one, but there you go. Just a lovely little perch. Very good condition fish. He's choked that right down. There you go guys. Don't know if he'll be alright or not. He absolutely swallowed that plastic so far down. But redfin are a pretty tough fish, I'll tell you that much. Just, that's it. Like, I fished for about 20 minutes. 10 to 20 minutes trawling that Helco Crazy Deep. And then as soon as we switch to the bait junkie, bang. So there you go. And so obviously they're, like I said before, obviously they're just in close here, feeding off the reeds, but on a different day, you know, sometimes they'll be schooled up, particularly in the winter. They'll be schooled up out deep, feeding down deep, and you'll have to use something like a blade or a Helco to get down to them. Oh, had a hit. See if we'll come back. All the time guys, when you get a hit from a redfin, they'll come straight back. They're not a particularly finicky fish. There you can see he's pulled down my tail and my plastic, so probably a very small fish if I had to guess. Probably only about 15 to 25 centimetres, 15 to 20 centimetres. I guess the sort of average size redfin in here in this lake is maybe, I don't know, there used to be just small fish in here, but then, and the very odd big fish, but then obviously a few years back they had a very good run in terms of breeding, and now there's a lot of decent fish in the lake between 30 and 35 centimetres. So, but that's how redfin tend to go, you know, you'll fish one lake for years and have big fish in it, and another lake will just have small fish, and then one year they'll just be in the lake that had all the big fish, they'll just be small fish, and then in the lake that had all the small fish, they'll switch over and they'll all be big fish. So they're sort of a weird species like that. Ooh, 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 good fish. Good fish. Just hit it on the way up. That's a good perch. Yep, better fish anyway. Not massive. Put up a good fight. Wow, they're absolutely choking the bait junkie down. Might have to keep this fish, he's got it so far down. It's a decent redfin. Yeah, nah, that's not coming back, guys. That is not coming back. I'll do my best, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get this bloke to give me my lure back. Oh, hang on. Might have got it here. Now, probably a lot of the time I will keep fish that I deep hook, but that fish, I think he's going to be all right. We'll just chuck him in here for a sec, see how he swims. Yeah, he's biting down. Yeah. You know what? I think he might be all right. I got that hook out pretty quickly and he got back in, but you know, and also I don't really have anything to keep them in today, so yeah, always good if you're ready fishing to bring something just in case you do gut hook a fish, because there's no point throwing a fish back if it's going to die anyway. But I reckon that fish will be alright, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely an abundance of fish in this little cove, that's for sure. It's caught 3 and lost 1 and had another hit, so they're definitely abundant in here at the moment, that's for sure. But I'd say that one I just caught is about the average sort of size of fish in this lake. There's a lot of smaller ones and a lot of bigger ones, but I'd say he's about the average. Didn't get it on camera, turned it off, but yeah, got a nice little perch. Just first cast in this spot. So what that's telling me is they're definitely feeding in and along the banks today. There you go. Pinned right in the corner with the bait junkie. Beautiful little fish. Might get a quick photo of this guy because it's so easy to unhook, so he's not too stressed. There you go, guys. Off he goes. Alright, I think that's number 4 today. 4 landed, 5 hooked, and a hit, something like that. Well guys, I'm really annoyed at myself. I wasn't recording, but I just cast in there. My plastic was getting boofed on the surface, so I chucked in a popper and old mate grabbed it. That's my first ever perch on surface. Not big, but I don't care, that's still really cool. Well guys, that's a wrap. Had a ripper little session on the perch after school. Managed about 5 or 6 fish and 1 on surface, which is really cool. Never caught one on surface before. And yeah, just going to head back to the boat ramp now, go home. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.